45. Use Facebook to entertain your audience. If you're promoting an entertaining blog post, Facebook is the perfect network to fuel your social referral traffic. Facebook users want to be entertained, so make your messages humorous, inspirational, cause-related, or just super useful. Posts that are less than 100 characters long and include emotional visuals tend to perform well. Include videos to stand out in your fans' news feeds. 46. Use popular hashtags to increase your reach. When it comes to Facebook, hashtags serve to categorize your content for discovery. So it makes sense to understand what's popular right now to get in on the trend that's already getting attention. You can find popular hashtags on Facebook by opening up your feed and checking out the right side. There's a widget there titled Trending where you'll see the 3 most popular hashtags. If you click, you'll see a few categories, and more trending hashtags will show up. Content promotion tactics. Data from Digital Information World suggests that 1 to 2 hashtags per Facebook message tend to get the most interactions. 47. Pin to the top of your Facebook wall to increase your reach. When you promote your blog posts through normal Facebook posts, you can also pin them to the top of your wall. It's a simple practice that can increase the number of people you reach with a post since it's the first post new visitors to your Facebook page see. Content promotion tactics. It's easy to start pinning. Go to your Facebook page's timeline, click the upside-down caret icon on a normal post you just published, then select Pin to Top and you're rocking. 48. Tap into the fans in your Facebook group. Don't have a Facebook group? It's a great place to start your community to ask a core audience transparent questions, get feedback on projects you're planning, and yes, even promote your blog posts from time to time, especially the posts your group inspires. Just go to your Facebook page, and on the left side of your newsfeed find the groups area and select Create Group. From there, connect your group into CoSchedule, and you can share messages easily with the folks in your group. Pro tip: you can also pin posts to the top of your Facebook group as long as you're the admin of that group. 49. Pay to increase your reach with boosted posts and Facebook ads. Facebook makes it really easy to boost posts after you share them. It's something we've started experimenting with recently ourselves, and a big lesson learned is that targeting the right audience is critical to success, otherwise you're just paying for eyeballs, but not for clicks. Content promotion tactics. This is especially true with Facebook ads. Something Amy Porterfield, author of Facebook Marketing All-in-One for Dummies, suggests looking into is Facebook's Power Editor, where you can upload your entire list of email addresses to help Facebook find lookalike audiences with similar interests to people on your list. Amy also suggests retargeting your website visitors using Facebook ads to re-engage with those folks. You could use ads to promote your blog posts as a soft sell to get them back to your blog that's optimized for conversion. Choose a section. How to use LinkedIn to share your blog. Next videos. 50. Post on LinkedIn at the best possible times. Since LinkedIn is generally a professional social network, it makes sense that it's busiest during weekdays at break times and right before and after work. Tuesdays at 10 to 11 a.m. Tuesday to Thursday at 7:30 to 8:30 a.m., noon, and 5 to 6 p.m. Content promotion tactics. 51. Share the perfect amount of posts every day. Research tells us that LinkedIn is most active during the work week. So maintaining your presence throughout the typical Monday to Friday just makes sense, and is exactly what we found when we analyzed the perfect number of times to share to LinkedIn every day. Post to LinkedIn 4 times a week, nearly 1 every weekday. You can combine this knowledge with what you just learned about the best times to post on LinkedIn and forget about posting on Fridays. 52. Help your audience build skills with LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the business professionals network, so messages that connect with case studies and success stories, business inspiration, and skill building perform particularly well. Steal the nuggets from your blog posts to share in shorter messages slightly longer than Twitter, combined with infographics and info images, memes, and videos. Recommended reading: How to Quadruple Your Traffic with a Social Media Editorial Calendar. 53. Promote your blog to your LinkedIn group. You can create a LinkedIn group to help you connect with peers, members of your audience, or even your current customers. Just like you'd use a Facebook group, you can ask them questions and get feedback to turn their input into awesome content. When they inspire awesome blog posts, share them right back with your LinkedIn group. Creating a group is easy. Just hover over interests on your homepage, click on Groups, and click Create Group in the My Groups tab. Now you can start some meaningful conversation first, then provide some valuable insight with the blog posts you'll share. 54. Try LinkedIn sponsored content to promote your blog posts. Paying to play has its advantages for reaching a targeted business-focused audience on LinkedIn. Much like Facebook ads, sponsored content offers a way for you to micro-target your audience and boost the posts you've already shared on LinkedIn. Pro tip: test a few different posts to see which perform best organically, then sponsor the ones with the highest click-through rate or engagement, whichever happens to be your goal. Choose a section. How to promote your blog with Pinterest. 55. Pin at the best times. Pinners are active outside of normal business hours and on weekends. Makes sense, right? So pin later on weekdays, specifically on Saturday night. Saturdays at 8 to 11 p.m. Any day from 2 to 4 a.m. and 2 to 4 p.m. Fridays at 3 p.m. Content promotion tactics. 56. Pin multiple times a day. Daily pinning frequency is one of the most debated topics regarding how often to post on social media. Some suggest pinning as few as 4 times a day, whereas others recommend 30 times every day. We analyzed the data in a study we'll release in the very near future, and came to the conclusion that pinning 9 times a day is best. So mix in your old blog posts with new stuff, and curate some of the coolest visuals you can find for your Pinterest fans. 57. Write appealing pin descriptions to inspire click-throughs. Pinterest is a different kind of network, almost like a search engine. Include keywords in your descriptions to help pinners find your pins, and make those descriptions robust. Longer descriptions that are slightly more than 300 characters get the most repins. BuzzFeed found that positive descriptions help them get more repins and click-throughs. Pin description effect on repins. Think of your descriptions as actual calls to action to turn pinners into visitors on your blog. 58. Use unique hashtags to help pinners discover more of your blog posts. Hashtags on Pinterest work slightly differently than networks like Twitter. Pinterest uses hashtags more for discovery, turning a hashtag you used in your pin description into a search for that hashtag's keyword. So using hashtags may help others find your content, but they're not as important as targeting keywords in your pin descriptions. That's why a solid use case for hashtags is to develop your own and use custom hashtags in your pins. This way, if someone clicks on your hashtag, they'll only see your related content and will keep exploring the blog posts you share on Pinterest. However you decide to use hashtags, use them sparingly, keep it to 2 or 3 at most, since Pinterest may even demote the value of your pins in their search results if you use too many of them. 59. Optimize your blog post visuals to encourage more pins. Did you know pictures without faces get 23% more repins than those with faces? Pinterest for marketing. To top it off, graphics that are red and orange get 2x more repins than those that are blue or include multiple dominant colors. You can also embed pins into your blog posts, which increases the number of repins. 60. Grow your following with Pinterest group boards. Pinterest group boards are kind of like the groups you'd see in LinkedIn and Facebook. They help build a community around a certain topic, often having some ground rules to foster the relationship. These boards are a great way to share your content with active pinners in a helpful, topic-focused environment. Group boards can help you boost your follower count because when someone chooses to follow all of a contributor's boards, they follow the board that you also contribute to. With more followers, you have more chances of getting repins. The more people who see your content, the better chances are that you'll get the traffic you're looking for. Join an existing active board with a little help from PinGroupie. Or start your own by clicking the plus create a board button and inviting pinners via the invite button and entering in your friends' names or email addresses, or finding them through Twitter or Google+. How to promote your blog with Pinterest group boards. Create a shared board with your audience to share ideas, inspiration, and blog posts. 61. Promoted pins increase engagement rate by 2 to 5%. While first introduced in 2014, Pinterest has continued to make updates to promoted pins in order to make them work even better. Promoted pins for Pinterest are similar to Facebook boosted posts since you can purchase them to reach more people. Promoted pins are cost per click and increase engagement rates up to 2 to 5%, which exceeds industry benchmarks. Unfortunately, these type of pins are only available in the US today, but it's only a matter of time before it becomes a global feature, accessible to all types of users and businesses. Choose a section. How to promote your blog with automated content pushes. 62. Set up your RSS feed and tell your audience about it. Your social audience probably follows lots of different folks with their social networks, but some of your more organized audience members may prefer using RSS readers and categorizing the content that they read from their favorite publications. The good news is that if you're using WordPress, you already have an RSS feed for your blog posts. Hooray for something easy. All you need to do is add /feed to the end of your root domain for your WordPress blog, and you'll have your RSS feed. This is what the RSS URL looks like for CoSchedule's WordPress blog, http://coschedule.com/blog/feed. Yours likely looks pretty similar. RSS readers like Feedly are fantastic ways for you to discover content, organize it in ways that make sense to you, and generally, never miss a new post from any of the blogs you follow while also not having to visit every site just to catch the newest headlines. Pro tip: share your RSS feed via normal social shares, and in your emails to help your audience subscribe to your content in ways that will reach them the best. 63. Reach your email haters with Web Push. Even though your goal is to build your email list, there are still some of your audience members who just won't subscribe. To get your content in front of them, they may prefer a less intrusive route, and that route is Web Push. Web Push sends a notification through your audience's internet browser when you publish new content. A lot of times, it looks just like a system notification. Content promotion tactics. CNN uses Web Push to share their content. At CoSchedule, we use Roost Web Push as a WordPress plugin to help us reach our email haters. 64. Use push notifications to reach your mobile audience. Have you looked at your analytics to find a large majority of your blog post traffic comes from mobile devices? While sending responsive emails is a great way to reach your audience on the go, you can also send mobile push notifications that show up on smartphones just like you'd see a new social message or event. Content promotion tactics. You can enable mobile push notifications for your blog just like this. A tool that works well for this type of setup is Pushbullet. Choose a section. How to use outreach and partnerships to promote your blog. 65. Share your blog posts with peeps who've shared similar content. This tip is brought to you by Jason Asadri. Start with the low-hanging fruit, people who have already shared similar content from your competitors. But it's very important to ensure the quality of your content matches or exceeds the content from your competitors. Makes sense, right? If you absolutely know some people enjoy similar content to what you've created, make sure it gets into the right hands. Easier said than done, though, too. Well, there are a couple ways to find the right people who may enjoy your content. Hashtags. If you're thinking of connecting with folks via social media, you could take a look at the main keywords you use throughout your post as hashtags on the major social networks. You could find the people who shared content with those hashtags before and reach out to them with your related content. Moz Open Site Explorer. Enter your competitor's URL to see the content that is linking to their website. Check out the authors who wrote that content and establish relationships with them. Those folks are influencers who are sharing related content in your niche, so it's a great place to make connections. 66. Share with those who've written similar content. If people wrote about something similar to your new blog post, chances are, they'd be interested in reading some more content on that topic. It's especially interesting if there is some contradiction in facts or opinions. Controversy gets traffic. Blog post comments. Google the keyword you're using in your blog post, and look at the top results. Read the related posts and write a comment about what you liked, possibly disagreed with, etc. Then give more information with a link back to your content. You're not a spammer if you're seriously trying to provide value. How to promote your blog via blog comments. When Nikhil used the Moz advice, he shared it and asked for feedback via blog comment. RF's Content Explorer. Check out what content is popular in your niche to get in touch with those authors. From there, you'll have the chance to learn from the pros and possibly even share your own content with those peeps. 67. Mention influencers in your posts and let them know. If you're anything like me when you write your blog posts, you research the heck out of them and give credit to the folks who came up with the amazing ideas you're building off of. When that happens, it's nice to let those people know you like their work enough to share their thoughts with your audience. You can connect with influencers in tons of different ways: social, email, face-to-face. The point is to use the opportunity to start a relationship as you make the ask if they would like to read and possibly even share your content with their audiences. How to promote your blog with outreach. It's kinda nice to know other people appreciate your work, especially when you're not super pushy about share this with your audience and then email these people a bajillion times asking if they shared it. Don't do that. It's not nice. Cold emails specifically have been getting a lot of flack for being terrible lately because so many bloggers are doing a piss poor job of doing it. But when done right, it can be super effective. If you're ready to try this out, check out tools like ContentMarketer.io, BuzzStream, or EmpireCred to get started. 68. Get on Roundup posts to reach new audiences. Content curation is a great way to write blog posts when you don't have a lot of time, and there are tons of great ideas that were recently introduced to your industry. If you know of folks who write Roundup posts in your niche, reach out to build the relationship and eventually pitch some of your latest posts to be included in their roundups. You can find those folks to pitch them your content with a little Google magic. Search for this. Entitle Roundup plus your industry/keyword. It might take a bit of digging, but you can often find a bunch of bloggers who have audiences that love Roundup posts. 69. Get on Roundup emails to expand your reach. Some folks curate awesome content to send to their audiences in Roundup emails and e-newsletters, too. Rock the same process you just learned for finding Roundup posts to find these peeps. Entitle Roundup email plus your industry/keyword. And see if there are a couple emails that work well for your industry. You can also change out Roundup for newsletter or another synonym that may apply even better to your industry to find new people to build relationships with. How to promote your blog with Roundups. Each result you find is a potential connection to make with people who like to curate and share great content. 70. Ask partners and affiliates to share your content. You work with partners and affiliates because they have the resources and audience to help you grow. So make it part of your relationship to get their advice on content, and to help you promote your blog posts. It's an easy ask to see if they'll include a link to your content in their future posts, or possibly even share your blog posts in an upcoming newsletter. Something interesting for SaaS companies may include activating your brand advocates with personalized referral links to give them something sweet in return for them sharing your content. That's an idea a CoSchedule reader gave me when we recently launched our course to keep your editorial schedule on track, and would have been a great way to connect with our most loyal fans. Maybe next time. 71. Try cross-marketing, content trades, sponsored messaging, co-marketing, whatever you want to call it. Co-marketing is becoming more of a disciplined practice in the content marketing industry lately. It's an approach where two marketing teams from different organizations pool their resources to create one piece of content. Now, that might not sound like a blog promotion tactic at first, but hear me out. You can publish content on your blog where people already know who you are and what you offer all day long, but this is an extremely effective way to introduce yourself to a new audience with the validation of awesomeness from that audience's editors. It's a win-win for both you and your co-marketers. In the past, we've built relationships with other companies through content trades. We'll write a blog post for you if you write one for us, so we keep up with the consistency on our blog while also getting exposed to new readers. You could also opt into a more formal agreement by paying to reach an audience, sometimes called native advertising. Content promotion tactics. When CoSchedule launched our Evernote integration, both marketing teams worked together to promote the new feature. Anyway, starting with content trades and working your way up is a great way to get started. Just find a respectable blog in your niche and reach out to their editor with a cool idea to get started. 72. Write a guest post to share your thoughts with a new audience. You might be surprised at how much guest posts can help you grow your own blog. When Buffer got started, they built an email list of 100,000 subscribers by publishing 150 guest posts in just 9 months. John Morrow built a waiting list of more than 12,000 potential customers for boost blog traffic from guest posts before ever publishing a single post on his own blog. Guest posts alone can build your credibility that ties back to your own blog and the valuable content you publish there. Plus, it gets your name out there to help you steal the audience you need to grow. Content promotion tactics. This is an example of a guest post we wrote for the Convince and Convert blog. Recommended reading: 25 lessons from guest blogging for the top blogs in the world. 73. Rock a guest posting campaign to share your thoughts with several new audiences. Let's say, for the sake of this blog promotion tactic, that you just came up with your own custom research because you know that is an awesome way to get traffic. Publish a blog post detailing every actionable takeaway from the content. And now you can turn every one of those takeaways into new content that will help you reach new audiences, position your original research as a credible source, and give your projects the attention they deserve. We rocked this strategy when we launched new research on emotional headlines, and the post on our blog is still one of our most popular pieces of content. Choose a section. How to promote your blog with paid promotion. 74. Use remarketing to re-engage 84% of your visitors. Essentially, remarketing or retargeting, whatever you want to call it, is showing ads to the people who've already visited your site. Remarketing can help you reach 84% of the people who've already visited your site across 5 to 10 different sites within 10 to 18 days. That's especially useful to keep visitors coming back to your blog to build the trust that will encourage them to go deeper into your marketing funnel. A couple remarketing tools that will get you started and might be worth your while include Adroll and Marketing 360. I'm sure there are more, so let me know what you're using and how you like them in the comments. 75. Rock some search engine marketing with Google AdWords and Bing Ads. Sure, there are probably a few other search engines you could use to target your audience, which may be worth your while in specific niches, but Google takes the cake for the amount of users. Get started with Google AdWords. Check out Bing Ads. If you'd like a solid tutorial on Google AdWords, here's an oldie but goodie from Phil Frost on the Kissmetrics blog. Get started with Bing Ads with some videos from the platform itself. 76. Promote your blog posts with recommended content advertising. Top sites in the world are using recommendation engines like Outbrain, Taboola, and Zemanta to sell ad space that suggests related content to their readers. Content promotion tactics. Every engine is a bit different, but the basic idea for blog promotion is simple: use the traffic that other sites naturally get to grow your own audience. 77. Look into discovery site advertising. Discovery sites like Reddit, the self-proclaimed homepage of the internet, get up to 1 million votes cast every single day. There is some opportunity there to reach that audience with advertising. Here's some info on getting started with Reddit ads. Beware, however. There is a very vocal audience that seems to despise marketing on Reddit in general, so follow this guide from Anthony Caraggio on the Moz blog for some pointers. And this'll help you launch into StumbleUpon's paid discovery service, which I just found out offers full-page native advertising opportunities. If this sounds good for your audience, Ross Hudgen wrote a super helpful guide to help you get started with StumbleUpon ads. Choose a section. How to use search engine optimization, SEO, to promote your blog. 78. Target one keyword per blog post to increase your number 1 to 3 SERP rankings by 248%. The way I see it, choosing keywords to target in your blog posts is one of the most effective ways to promote your blog posts. And once you do it right, much of the traffic will take care of itself, at least initially. SEO content strategy pays off. By concentrating on choosing the right keywords, and focusing on a difficulty score we could successfully compete with, we were able to increase our number 1 to 3 SERP rankings by 248%. More than half of our overall traffic comes from search engines because of this method. The takeaways are: strategically choose a keyword that has lots of monthly searches but is easy enough for you to rank for. Use a tool like Google's Keyword Planner to brainstorm your ideas. It suggests lots of great related words. Then use Moz's Keyword Difficulty tool to test how difficult it will really be for you to rank for the terms. Choose a keyword with less than 50% difficulty to get started, then iterate from there. Publish a long-form, compelling blog post that uses the keyword and variations of it throughout the content. Define rules for your own content based on your performance as to what you feel is compelling. Just know that data suggests interactive, actionable content that focuses on education does well, coupled with a length of at least 2,000 words. The post you're reading right now is more than 14,000 words long. Think about it. Recommended reading: How to make an SEO content strategy that will improve your number 1 to 3 results by 248%. 79. Optimize your posts for the keyword. Brian Dean from Backlinko pulled together a complete list of Google's 200 ranking factors. While there are tons of ways you can optimize your blog in general to help you get more organic search engine traffic, you can also use his advice to build an SEO checklist for yourself to run through before you publish your blog posts. Use your keyword in your page title tag at the very beginning. Add the keyword into your meta description. Include the keyword in the H1, main headline, of your blog post. Make sure the keyword is the most frequently used term throughout your blog post. Use your keyword often, but make the density feel natural. Google doesn't like to see your posts looking spammy. Look into latent semantic indexing, LSI, keywords in your content. All jargon aside, it means using a few synonyms for your keyword throughout the post. It seems to couple with the point above to not let your keyword density get out of control. Use LSI keywords in your page title and meta description when appropriate. Use your keyword within the first 100 words of your blog post. Use related keywords in subheadings like H2, H3, H4, you get the picture. Use the keyword in your URL slug like http://coschedule.com/keyword here. If you do nothing else with keywords or SEO in general, this checklist of 10 things will definitely help you out. 80. Link to your best posts from your new posts. In his research on Google's ranking factors, Brian also mentions that building internal links is something search engines look for when indexing your blog. Brian says, "The number of internal links to a page indicates its importance relative to other pages on the site. I had to double check this, and definitely found this seems to be true, and a very good way to direct your traffic from your new posts to your best converting posts." Top pages for internal linking. These are some of the top pages on the CoSchedule website. Lots of them get extra love with links from new posts. The opposite side of this is that Google tends to look at outbound links, too. Too many .follow links can hurt your page rank, while it's rumored that linking to credible references and sources can help you show authority. It sounds like if you have lots of outbound links in your content, tagging some of your links to low authority sites as nofollow may actually help you improve your page rank. It's easy. 81. Submit to search engines when you publish to get your content indexed quickly. I first read about this idea from Neil Patel, since one of the myths of SEO is that Google will find your content and index it. Neil goes on to explain with a metaphor that search engine robots feed on fresh content, and your new blog posts are a tasty treat. You just need to invite them for a meal so they show up. Ba-dum-pa. A great way to do this is with a Google XML sitemap plugin available for WordPress. It'll generate a sitemap to help Google, Bing, Yahoo, and Ask.com index your new blog posts. Alternatively, check out Ping-O-Matic to enter in your new blog post URL and choose which search engines you'd like to notify. It's that easy to get the robots over to your site, and Neil mentions he's seen blog posts indexed within 6 hours of using this process. 82. Focus on link building to build trust with search engines. Moz has a great metaphor for links. They're like boats from other websites that tell search engines they favor your content. Another way to think about it is that links are the streets search engines travel from blog to blog, so the more streets to your content, the better. Link building works when you publish really great content that people want to reference as a valid source of information. So when you publish your super awesome blog post, you can promote it to help people find it, and ask for their help through backlinks to give your content the attention it deserves. So Moz lays out 4 strategies for link building for beginners. Ask your customers to link to your blog. You could extend this to ask your partners, investors, and co-marketing friends to link to your content, too. Publish valuable, informative, entertaining content. This advice complements the psychology behind why people share. Create content that inspires viral sharing and natural linking. When you publish great content for your niche, some links will come naturally as people find and share your content. You could also complement this strategy with marketing outreach by asking others in your niche to share your content to extend your reach. Be newsworthy. If you publish a new study, data, research, or anything newsworthy, get in touch with your industry news sources. The coverage and links back to your original source can help you boost your trust with the bots. Choose a section. How to optimize your blog posts to increase your social shares and traffic. 83. Publish your blog posts at the best times to reach your goals. Some times are significantly better than others for increasing your initial reach with your blog posts. Monday mornings are typically the best for getting the most traffic, and in second place comes Thursday mornings for inbound links and social reach. Blog traffic, Monday 9 to 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Blog comments, Saturday 9 a.m. ET. Inbound links, Thursday 7 a.m. Social reach, Saturday and Sunday 9 p.m. midnight ET, Thursday 9 to 10 a.m. From our recent data, we found most marketers publish a couple times throughout the week. Target Monday and Thursday mornings to get the most traction out of your initial publish. 84. Focus on practical utility to get more social shares. When researchers studied the social sharing patterns of New York Times readers, they discovered something quite interesting. They shared practical and useful content more than anything else. And when Tim Solo covered the topic of growing your blog traffic for the Co-Schedule blog, he came up with a simple, yet truly effective, 3-step process to help you put that knowledge into action with your blog posts. Give actionable advice to help people resolve their problems. Back up your actionable advice with examples to help your audience see what success looks like and how to do it themselves. Tell the story using real numbers to prove what you're teaching them is worthwhile. Neil Patel has the same mindset when he creates actionable content, showing that teaching by example has helped him grow several popular blogs to hundreds of thousands of visitors over the course of his career. Follow his advice, and you'll be well on your way to naturally generating the traffic you're hoping for. 85. Write comprehensive blog posts. Something we get asked a lot about at Co-Schedule is the best blog post length. We've gone on record that it doesn't matter, and that it kinda does if you want it to rank well in search results. When our team grew recently, the question came up again and again, and it seemed like we'd have to put a word count number on our blog posts to come to an understanding as a team. But then we didn't, and opted instead to analyze data from our most successful blog posts to find something truly interesting. When it comes to blog post length, it's comprehensiveness that matters more than anything else. Think about it. This post targets the keyword how to promote your blog, which is a topic you should really care about. Would it be as good if I only covered 10 ways to do that, or if I gave you everything I could possibly know on the topic? Comprehensive posts focus on what's right for the reader, not a word count length set by an editor. That usually means they're long form. I'll let you know how this post performs. 86. Choose the best headline type to get traffic, shares, and search results. When we analyzed more than 1 million headlines to create the Headline Analyzer Studio, we found that 3 types of headlines tended to get the most traffic, shares, and search results. List. How to. Question. Combine that knowledge with a bit of advice from Upworthy to publish amazing headlines every time. Write 25 headlines for every post. Upworthy suggests that practice makes perfect, that when you write more, the last headlines you write will be significantly better than the first ones. Take that one step further and write 10 headlines for every post using each of the 3 best types of headlines. That's 30 to choose from to experiment within your social shares. How to promote your blog with better headlines. You can rock the Headline Analyzer Studio right in Co-Schedule to write more headlines and get a feel for how likely they are to increase your social shares and click-throughs. 87. Include a number in your headline to double your social shares. In a small case study, Ian Cleary of Razor Social found that including a number in his headlines could double his number of social shares. Although not completely scientific, we've experienced similar results at Co-Schedule and have chosen to not only try a few more list posts which tend to perform well, but also include numbers that validate why our audience should click to read the actual posts. 43 data-driven headline ideas from 1,000 of the most popular posts. How to make an SEO content strategy that will improve your number 1 to 3 results by 248%. 21 plus easy ways to build an email list that will skyrocket by 552% in 1 year. All of those posts are among our top performers. Obviously, the content needs to follow through on the promise, but the headlines can really create a big initial draw for readers and shares. 88. Write emotional headlines to get more social shares. When we started analyzing what makes a successful headline, the original research that later fed into building the Headline Analyzer Studio, a commonality among successful headlines was the emotional words built right into them. That research found that positive or happy emotions do a better job of encouraging social shares. It turns out, humans are naturally drawn to the anticipation of feeling a future positive emotion. You can write emotional headlines by including positive adjectives and verbs in your headlines, and focusing on a promise you'll resolve for your readers if they simply click through to read your content. You can get started with the Headline Analyzer Studio that will help you understand areas you can improve with your headline to increase its emotional connection. Content promotion tactics. 89. Hook your readers with a powerful blog post introduction. Slate author Farhad Manjoo researched how people read content on the internet, finding that a majority of readers don't make it past the 100-word mark. However, a number of those people will share the content before they leave the site. For your content, that means you have a great opportunity to help your readers promote your blog posts if you write a catchy hook for your introduction. Start with an interesting fact, give people new data, information, research, anything that is interesting, practical, useful, and helpful to keep them reading. Put the conclusion first. People don't have time to read, so they spend 80% of their time above the fold. You hook them with your headline's promise, so give them what they want right away. Don't bury the lead. Ask a question, make it rhetorical, and not something that can be answered with a yes or a no. Position the question so reading your blog post is the answer. 90. Ask for shares to get 94% more acceptance for your call to action. A powerful call to action will help you turn passive readers into active sharers. Tim Solo has a proven method that works for getting social shares from the 16% of people who read your blog post from start to finish. Simply ask them to share. At the end of your blog posts, wrap up the conclusion with something similar to this example from Tim. And please do me a little favor and share this guide with others, for there's a good chance that it will help them with their blogs. Tim found research that suggests that explaining why people should share your blog posts could help improve your acceptance rate by 94%. 91. Optimize your images to be shared. Graphics, images, GIFs, videos, they're all elements of your blog posts you can optimize to encourage more social shares directly from your content. According to Buffer, visual content like that is more than 40 times more likely to result in social shares. So there are a few things you can do to make sure the time you put into creating that visual content gets you the most shares, and subsequently click-throughs. Minimize the file size. Sometimes this is as easy as making sure your image widths aren't larger than the theme of your blog. The height automatically scales. Every pixel eliminated usually results in a smaller file size, which makes your blog load faster, and is more realistically close to the right sizing for standard social networks. Buffer found that sizing at 1024 pixels wide x 512 pixels tall left their images looking awesome in both standard Twitter and Facebook shares. Optimize the file names in your images. Search engines reward blog posts that use keywords in the file names and meta tags for images you embed in your blog posts. That, in turn, is a ton more user-friendly for your audience, too, while also helping you get some traffic from the bots. Use images with real smiling faces. Usually, that means stock won't cut it. Turns out, people are drawn to faces ever since they were babies and can easily spot a fake smile. So take your own pictures or use images of authentically happy people. Recommended reading. How to attract an audience with the best blog photography tips, plus 128 free images. How to increase visibility with social media optimization. 92. Embed infographics in your blog posts to get more shares. When Neil Patel wrote a post for the Co-Schedule blog, one simple sentence has stuck with me ever since. Infographics are the most socially shared form of content. Content promotion tactics. Check out the Marketing Resources library for a few infographic examples. SlideShare found that infographics have more viral potential than other documents the tool hosts. And when Noah Kagan and the team at BuzzSumo researched 1 million articles, they found that infographics were shared more than any other type of content, as much as 15,000 shares. Find a topic. In Neil's post on social media content, he also suggests that news or brand new topics have a greater likelihood of being shared. Combine that with an infographic to see how you help your readers want to promote your blog content. Do your research, find the numbers you need to tell a comprehensive story that leaves your readers with actionable advice, not just data. Gather visual inspiration. Look at the work your company has already created along with other infographics to understand what charts may work well for telling the story, along with the types of visual content that your audience already loves. Design the infographic. If you're not a designer, now it's time to package all of your thoughts into a creative brief, then find an awesome freelancer through a site like Dribbble or Behance. Review for consistency. It's time to check out the infographic to see if anything stands out, if information is missing, and if the story is clear. Add a call to action and credits. What do you want your audience to do after they see your infographic? Spell it out. And give credit to all of the sources you referenced for the information you included in the infographic. Publish and promote. Embed the infographic in your blog post and promote it with SlideShare, Visual.ly, Scribd, Pinterest, Google+, Tumblr, Flickr, Daily Infographic, Cool Infographics, Infographics Archive, Infographic Journal, and Infographics Showcase. Recommended reading. How to make an infographic like a pro in 7 easy steps. How to design the best blog graphics with free tools and design theory. 93. Drive more traffic to your blog with image sharing buttons. You just put all of the work into creating an infographic along with our awesome inline visuals in your blog posts. So optimize the experience to make it easy for your readers to share those images. Content promotion tactics. We're big fans of our friends at SumoMe, who have an easy-to-use and install plugin to resolve this challenge immediately, ImageSharer. If you're looking for something a bit different, it looks like Shareaholic has something similar. 94. Use Click to Tweet to get more. Well, tweets. When we first started building CoSchedule, we wanted to get more traffic from every post we published. At the time, Twitter was one of the best ways to increase our presence in the content marketing industry and promote our blog. So it was a win-win to create the Click to Tweet plugin to help not only our blog grow our following on Twitter, but yours too. How to hashtag promote your hashtag blog with 105 content promotion tactics. Click to Tweet. Get Click to Tweet for absolutely free right now to encourage more social shares right in line within the context of your blog posts. 95. Help your readers email your blog posts to their friends. Some people might like to share your blog posts directly with a specific person. A couple simple plugins can help you help them share your blog posts via email. WP Email, as stated on their WordPress plugin page, allows people to recommend/send your WordPress blog's post/page to a friend. Brilliant. Email This Page, also from their WordPress plugin page, adds an Email This Page to your post pages. Allow users to share by email. Again, super smart. The two plugins essentially serve the same purpose, it's just up to you to decide which works best for the visual appeal of your blog. Hashtag blog promotion tip, make your posts easy to share via email. Click to Tweet. 96. Place your social media sharing button somewhere prominent to increase your shares. First, if you don't have social sharing buttons on your blog, do it right now. There are bajillions of tools for this purpose like AddThis, SumoMe, ShareThis, and lots more. Second, it turns out that placement of social sharing buttons can also help you increase the number of social shares you receive. Luckily for you, Garrett researched this topic and found 5 key takeaways to help you choose where to put those buttons. Prominence matters more than where you put them. Include your buttons near the top and in close proximity to the content you want your readers to share. The top left side is a good place to start. Most people read left to right. If you include too many social buttons on your blog, you can actually distract your readers from sharing. Buttons with abysmal share counts can actually hurt social shares, too. Social share buttons can increase the amount of traffic from Twitter shares by an initial 20%. Social sharing buttons are awesome for the same reasons you'd use Click to Tweet, grow your presence on your social networks and drive traffic. Win-win. 97. Get SumoMe's highlighter to get more tweaks. Yeah, this one is specifically dedicated to the only tool I know that has this super cool functionality. Get the plugin, and when your readers highlight any text in your blog posts, they'll easily be able to tweet their favorite quotes. How to promote your blog with SumoMe Highlighter. Your visitors can highlight text to share it super easily. There's also the added bonus that future readers will see what's been shared before to know what parts are most popular. SumoMe says, this drives traffic, and since big blogs like Convince and Convert use it, I'm sure it works. 98. Include links to new posts from your most popular posts. When Brian Dean from Backlinko researched all of Google's 200 ranking factors, number 38 mentioned the number of internal links pointing to a page impacts a blog post's success. The number of internal links to a page indicates its importance relative to other pages on the site. So when I read a simple idea from Aaron Agius on the Kissmetrics blog, the potential of this idea became a dual-edged sword. Aaron says that he looks at some of his most recently successful content, going back either a month to about 6 months, to find older blog posts to link to that are getting lots of page views. You could do that yourself using Google Analytics. He then uses Social Crawlytics to find his blog posts that are getting the most social shares. From there, he includes links to his newest content from his most popular older stuff to help his audience also find his new blog posts. That's an easy idea that seems like a win-win for multiple purposes. Recommended reading: 3 hidden Google Analytics reports to help you understand your audience. 99. Link to related articles at the end of your blog posts. This idea is similar to including internal links to your new blog posts from your older content, but is much more visual in nature. Related post plugins typically display 3 related posts at the bottom of a good blog post you write. They help keep your audience who is interested enough to read your entire blog post to continue reading other awesome content on your blog. Screenshot March 23, 2017, September 14, 2026. Here are a few WordPress plugins you can use to promote your content with relevance on your existing blog. Related posts. Contextual related posts. Uso related posts. Choose a section. How to repurpose and improve your blog posts. 100. Syndicate your content with your 20 spare minutes. When Greg Dignio launched a brand new blog, he published a single blog post. For a long time, that post didn't really get any traffic or turn that traffic into email subscribers. I was getting pretty much no traffic. So he decided to republish that post on the Steam Thief blog. After that, his traffic increased and he started getting email subscribers. Of the 606081 F62C4C 8B 2 E523 A92 A808 Thea _Castinute 0. Syndicating your content really can be that easy, and is a natural way to promote your blog. Get started with these sites that are known for accepting high-quality content to republish. Medium. Business to Community. LinkedIn Publisher. 101. Turn your blog into a vlog to reach a larger audience. YouTube itself has more than 1 billion users throughout the world, which it boasts is 1/3 of all internet users. You can easily turn your blog posts into videos which you can use to build a YouTube channel and also embed right into your existing blog posts. As the world's leading search engine for videos, the work you put into keywords with your blog posts doubles for your videos to help those seeking audio and visual content to find your content. Take the work you put into blog promotion tactic number 98 to determine which blog posts to optimize with video first, then simply record yourself talking through the big points of the post themselves. You can also use Vine to record a video of what your post is about to share it on Twitter. The motion will certainly draw attention in a busy feed. 102. Turn your vlog into a podcast. From here, you can also use the audio-only version of your YouTube video to embed a podcast directly into your blog post. WordPress plugin Glovery PowerPress works really well for this. and is something large blogs like Social Media Examiner have been doing to optimize their most popular posts after they publish. Content promotion tactics. You can also start podcast channels for your audio content with tools like iTunes and Stitcher, which are great for reaching your audience who is on the go. Recommended reading: How to Start a Podcast, Authentic Advice from Someone Who's Done It. 103. Include content upgrades in your blog posts to increase your email subscribers. Nearly every co-scheduled blog post has a specific piece of additional, contextually specific content. These pieces are often checklists, templates, guides, worksheets, or infographics that we give away for free in exchange for email addresses. A significant majority of our more than 150,000 subscribers came from those blog-specific guides. Another advantage of creating so many upgrades is that it's allowed us to build a resource library for marketers to get all of the actionable information at once to help them implement new strategies quickly. If you were to do this yourself, upgrades like this work really well for sharing on sites like SlideShare, Scribd, and Pinterest. Choose a section. Now you know how to promote your blog to get social shares, search results, and traffic. 104. Publish quality content regularly to grow your traffic. While it helps to first focus on creating super awesome content that will help you stand out, it's a fact that publishing more consistent content will help you grow your traffic. Consistently publishing awesome content builds trust with your audience that they'll continue to get all of your awesome advice if they just continue coming to your blog. Consistency also helps you publish more content to target more keywords your audience is searching for, which will help you grow your traffic from search engines over time. Google's Matt Cutts reiterates these points, suggesting that quality content is what matters most, and sharing that content frequently will help you build a loyal audience. Recommended reading: How to Plan a Marketing Calendar That Actually Works. 105. Repeat it all again. Ian Cleary sums it up really well. After a couple of weeks, why not do another promotion of your excellent content? If it's good, it should be promoted again. Monitor your stats to see what's working, promote your blog posts again, and use your new knowledge to improve the new stuff you'll create. 106. Turn your blog posts into an ebook. If you have multiple blog posts on a related topic, you can easily combine them into one in-depth ebook. You can then use that ebook as a backlink magnet, gate it as a content upgrade to build your email list, or give it away simply to establish yourself as a topical authority. You can even sell your ebook on Amazon's Kindle store. This is something we've tried ourselves and got great results. Recommended reading: How to Repurpose Content and Make the Most of Your Marketing. 107. Update your old blog posts. Do you have an old blog post that used to do well but seems to have fallen off the face of the Google planet? Refresh it. Here are some tips to help you do just that. Add different types of media to your post. If your post doesn't have a video, infographic, or image gallery, consider adding one. Include new information. Is your post out of date? Do some research to see if anything has changed about your topic. Link to more up-to-date sources, add more sections with new information, and make your post as accurate as possible. Double-check your keyword targeting. Is there a better term you could be targeting? Are there LSI terms you could include? Use the skyscraper technique. This is one of the simplest ways to 10x your content and get more results from what you've already got. Scan the top 10 posts on Google for your topic, make note of the content and information those posts include, and then make your post as comprehensive as you possibly can. Let's this with a small challenge. This post has a ton of information in it. The goal is to help you find any idea you could possibly imagine, and choose a few that will work best for promoting your own blog. After you master those, keep at them and add in a few more. Eventually, you'll start to see the traffic roll in, and I'd love to hear